Welcome to the San Diego Business Journal's Community of Business podcast, covering all of the vibrant business activity in the greater San Diego metropolitan area. And now, here are your hosts, Kevin Leap, publisher, and Jeff Clementson, editor-in-chief.
Hi, this is Kevin Leap, publisher of the San Diego Business Journal. Welcome to our Community of Business. We are here with my editor-in-chief, or our editor-in-chief, Jeff Clementson.
Thanks, Kevin. Welcome, everyone, to the Community Business Podcast. In this episode, we are joined by Serving Seniors President and CEO, Melinda Forstey. Welcome, Melinda.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. For the viewers and the listeners who are not familiar with Serving Seniors, why don't you explain really quickly what the mission of the company is, what the organization does in the community?
Serving Seniors has been around since 1970, and we are a nonprofit here in San Diego, and we are actually the largest provider of meals to older adults. So we do about 1.5 million meals annually, both home delivered to people's homes and then at senior centers across the county. In addition to that, we really are focused on low-income older adults. We build affordable housing, we provide homelessness programs, and also have wraparound services with case management, health education, and a variety of partners.
And what about yourself? I know that we wrote about you recently in the paper, that you were promoted from your previous position of Chief Operating Officer to your new position leading the organization.
Yes, so I'm in this position now for 10 months, but I've been with Serving Seniors for over 16 years and have been really lucky to be able to grow with the organization, really work across all the different departments, help expand our housing portfolio and our meal program as well.
Awesome. And you took over, of course, for Paul Downey, who is quite a legend at the organization, I hear.
I did, yes. He retired actually on his 30th anniversary to the day.
What a legend.
Good run, yeah.
Yeah. So I was wondering if we could take a deep dive into the different programs. What about the meal program? Tell me how that operates, where the food comes from, how you get the deliveries done, et cetera.
Sure, yeah. And I think really highlighting the needs of so many older adults in our community is critical. So for our clients, their average monthly income is $1,200 a month. So for even those that are currently housed in affordable housing, many of them are living on $10 or less a day. And that's really where our programs, like our nutrition program, come in. We're able to provide 2 healthy meals each day. And again, really, if they are homebound, we deliver that to their home and provide a wellness check. Or we partner with lots of different cities, such as Oceanside, all the way down to Imperial Beach. And we have on-site dining. And that also provides an opportunity for seniors to socialize, make friends, and get involved in other activities.
And do you have partners in this endeavor?
We do, yes. So in addition to a lot of the cities that we partner with so many other nonprofits. So some of our key partners are Sharp. We actually have a psychiatric RN at our flagship location, which is the Gary and Mary West Senior Wellness Center located downtown. We also partner with SDSU, with Legal Aid, and also with the county.
Awesome. And what about other programs?
Yes. So in addition to meals, we have 700 affordable housing units. And that is really, one of the few places for older adults who are struggling to pay their rent to be able to get into a unit that's affordable. We also have an emergency shelter. So that actually takes individuals currently experiencing homelessness right from the streets and places them into a shelter where they're able to get wraparound services and then ultimately to transition into permanent housing as well.
Speaking of housing, I understand that Serving Seniors has just opened up a new housing complex.
We did, yes. So we are really excited. We're opening up, it's called Terracini. It's in Claremont. And this is the 4th and final building of what we call our Mount Etna campus. And so with this newest building, we'll be providing 95 new homes for older adults. But in addition to that building, we also have the Paul Downey Senior Residence, which has 79 housing units for older adults. And there's also 230 other units, and that's for families and adults with developmental disabilities. And so we partner with Chelsea Investment, which is our housing development partner, and they've been wonderful throughout this whole project.
Melinda, do those people live there at no cost?
It's not at no cost, but it is affordable. And so it's really based on people's income.
Okay, I see.
And then what kind of services are offered and partners that you work with for extra wraparound services for the residents at the program?
Yes. So for this project, we're really excited because it also has the Judith L. Seltz Senior Wellness Center right on the campus. So at that senior center, we provide meals as well. We also have case management services. We have health education classes, activities such as bingo, exercise classes, and Serving Seniors will also be providing services to the families. So we'll be looking at after-school programming, financial literacy courses, and really looking at what the needs of the community are.
Now, the needs of the community are probably greater than what we can actually deliver. We all know that. What is Serving Seniors doing to advocate for expanded programs at the state level, federal level? Do you do that kind of advocacy work?
We do. We're very involved at all levels of government. So at the national level, we do get funding for nutrition through the Older Americans Act. And we are looking to expand that funding. That funding has remained flat for the last several years. And, as I noted, many of the seniors are living on $10 more a day. So we absolutely need more funding for that program. In addition to that, I was actually just up in Sacramento in February on a couple trips, advocating for funding for homelessness and housing. And so, typically the length of a project for housing takes anywhere up to 7 years or maybe even longer. And so in addition to needing more funding for affordable housing, we really need to streamline this process.
Yeah, and what about other ways to get seniors into housing, subsidizing some housing, like that maybe not be on your own properties, but at other places?
Yes, so in 2021, we conducted a comprehensive needs assessment on 400 seniors, and half were currently experiencing homelessness and half were housing insecure. And really one of the biggest takeaways from that study was the majority of seniors shared they only needed a few $100s a month in rental assistance to stay housed. And that's really where we had our aha moment, and we went on what we call at the time our Zoom World Tour. And so we met with elected officials at all levels of the government. We met with philanthropists, and we were thrilled to share that both the County of San Diego and the City of San Diego have now launched their own shallow rental subsidy programs. We've also been able to secure additional funding through philanthropists. But really, our North Star is to get this at the state level, because we know in order for this to be sustainable, we really need the state of California to pass this. And truly for older adults who are on a fixed income, these ultimately do need to be permanent, ongoing subsidies.
Yeah, and in the meantime, do you have your own shallow subsidy program?
We do. Yeah. So we've partnered with the Lucky Duck Foundation and Rancho Santa Fe Foundation and the San Diego Housing Commission. And so that program is called Senior Safe at Home.
Awesome. So I know that all these programs cost a lot of money. And so one of the things that we like to ask is, what can the business community do, since we are the community of business at the San Diego Business Journal? What could people who want to help do, and what are the best ways for them to help serving seniors? Yeah,
so please check out our website at servingseniors.org. So many ways to get involved. Of course, we do rely on the generosity of our donors in the community, but we also have lots of volunteer opportunities as well. You can come down, serve a meal at our wellness center downtown. We've had folks host holiday parties, even provide drives, clothing drives, things along those lines. And I think the other key thing is really educating folks about the needs of older adults. About 2 out of 5 seniors right here in San Diego County are struggling to meet basic needs. And so I think there's a little bit of a misperception of seniors being financially secure, but that is not the case for many of our seniors. many of our grandparents, our neighbors, people who worked their whole life and may have, had a medical issue, and before they knew it, they found themselves in a very challenging situation.
Absolutely. I had one more question.
Yeah.
Could you address the socialization issue? That sounded like when we were talking earlier, that's a big deal there.
Yes. So we know, and particularly since the pandemic, that isolation is a huge issue for older adults. And that's why having them be able to come down to one of our senior centers, have a meal, make friends, get involved in the community. For many of the seniors we serve, they either don't have family or they may no longer be in contact with their family. So we really come in and become their family, and they really become family to each other and look out for each other.
And that's just as important as feeding the soul.
It is.
Along with feeding the body. So.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you very much and everything that you do. It's amazing. Thank you for all for joining us in our community of business from the San Diego Business Journal. If you'd like to join us as a subscriber or have full access to our website, please visit us at sdbj.com. And we have a special program going right now, $59. It's our weekly publication, copy of our book of lists, and our 500 most influential San Diegans. Thanks for joining us.
Wonderful. Well, you heard it here. If you want to help out serving seniors, visit their website. Melinda, thank you very much for joining us.
This has been a podcast from the San Diego Business Journal, the community of business. Keep watch on the journal's website, sdbj.com, for this and other podcasts, past and future. Copyright San Diego Business Journal, all rights reserved.